getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't...
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington football team and the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down at the 31. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Flush to his right, to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, but frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch him work, watch him paint, watch him learn. Can't relate, watch his skirt. Out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the mercy, out the gate, on site. Red free, red tight, set the bar, take.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. when you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
Bailey got the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Dan Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 2. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. And he's going to be stopped close to the 1st down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 22. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Man, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
It's a pickup of 3.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete.
Complete.
Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
the Washington.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. He's got it at the 15. And he's going to have this down deep into Vegas territory. Big yardage that time for Washington, and even 40 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Haskins on 1st down. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. From 13 yards out. And Washington has made this a one-score game. And that was really just a great battle for that football on both sides. The result is a touchdown.
Ordinarily, I'd like to say it was a win-win, but it really wasn't, because the defender, while he was there with excellent coverage, he didn't get the benefit, did he?
But he's not going to get chewed up in film session, will he?
No, he was right there. They'll tell him, okay, of course you need to knock the ball away, but they won't be too upset with him. He did his job for the most part.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
If you're going to take a shot downfield, 2nd and 1 is a perfect time to do it. You figure you're going to be in heavy run defense, you should have good windows to throw it downfield.
And it looked like there was something there right after the snap, but the defense able to recover. Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. He'll find Richard here underneath. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Jalen Richard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, they had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Washington on 3rd down. 44 yards.
I don't think we'll ever get enough of watching one-handed catches, and when they pay off, they are spectacular. But how about the times they don't pay off and coaches go, 2 hands. 2 hands still works.
I know, but they go for them so often now that I'm almost starting. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake, but I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
The ball carrier.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out. They were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. After one, 17-7 the score on EA Sports.
17. Washington 7.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he'll look downfield for Wolf, and this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play there for Vegas, and even 40 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Carr. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. From the gun, it's Carr. And that is incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there, tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
For the Raiders.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Haskins. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. So that's going to push him back half the distance. After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. Here's Jones. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play calls, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Yeah, that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. On play action, it's Carr. Flushed out right. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. On 3rd down, that is a big-time play for the Raiders. 43 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On play action, now Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
A 7-yard pickup.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Reception here by Rose. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 1st down Vegas as Carr finds Ruggs that time.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? This to Jacobs on the toss right. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Carr. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Dan Bailey on for the field goal. A 25-yard attempt.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, it's Haskins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's David Arnett picking it off, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. That's caught inside the 20. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf.
Las Vegas.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And the ball on the 30 here, 2nd and 4. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 4 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. On play action, Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
36 yards. 1st down, Washington.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Taken in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
48-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Shotgun now for Carr. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Waller taking it in over the middle. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line, 24-yard line. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he gets it all the way down to the 3. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
1st and goal at the
Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had some...
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And there the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
But what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense. Get them going in one direction and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He's back to throw here to start the drive. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. Well, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Haskins. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Here's Jacobs. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Jacobs, the ball carrier.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Catch made, it's Moreau. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now Carr. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
3rd and 5.
Play action. Now it's Carr. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr as his guys continue to pour it on.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown and teams that looked like they had a victory, all of a sudden we're going home with a loss.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Up 2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Intended for number 13.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Everson Griffin in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And it's 4th down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And they'll indeed go for it with Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 27 yards on the game there. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going.
Washington 10.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 38. From the gun, Haskins. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown, Washington.
Pass complete to number 13.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And this one looking pretty comfortably like another victory for them. What a start to this season. Well on their way to 5-0 in the new campaign. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Jacobs now. Down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he is is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Now they'll throw with Carr. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The safety blitz works perfectly that time for Landon Collins. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
The Raiders on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 9. Now Carr. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Josh Jacobs.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
The line of scrimmage.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And this offense is running away with this one. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Washington 17. Dan Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he'll find Hall. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Haskins. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
It's
an excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Washington.
Now it's Haskins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Logan Ryan. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot and pick it off the pass.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's on the big guard, Gabe Jackson. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the 14-yard line.
A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. To throw, it's Carr. Now they go screen. It's complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Raiders 57, Washington 17.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22. Yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Jeff Heath. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll find some space up to about the 25.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that, plus 3.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
1st and 10.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
And they will take a knee here. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Why were they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for